Welcome to Stay Brainy, Stay Curious. Get ready for a mind-bending journey. In this video, we've lined up a collection of brain teasers that will put your intellect and problem-solving skills to the test. Are you ready? Let the mental games begin. We're going to start with a fan favorite, the matchstick puzzle. If this is your first time, the rules are quite simple. You must fix this equation by moving only one matchstick around. You must replace that matchstick back somewhere else in the equation. You cannot take it away. And no putting a matchstick across the equal sign, okay? Alright, give it a try. Let's see. There's actually two numbers that you can tweak. You can take the top right vertical matchstick from the 9 and move it to the first 3. Once you do that, the 9 will become 5 and the 3 will become 9. Now the equation reads 5 plus 7 minus 9 equals 3. So 12 minus 9, that's 3, which is perfectly correct. Another route is to take the same matchstick from the 9 and move it to the 3 in the answer instead. Make that 3 a 9, and now you've got 5 plus 7 minus 3 equals 9, which again is very much correct. Next up, we've got a bit of math. I am a 3-digit number. My 10th digit is 5 more than my 1st digit, and my 100th digit is 8 less than my 10th digit. What number am I? Let's tackle this together. We know the number has 3 digits. Let's call them X, Y, and Z for each digit. Let Y be our 10th digit and Z be our 1st digit. We know that the 10th digit is 5 more than the 1st digit, which means that Y equals Z plus 5. With X being our 100th digit, we know that it is 8 less than the 10th digit. That means that X equals Y minus 8. Now, the only pair of numbers that range from 0 to 9 and whose difference is 8 is 1 and 9. Well, technically, it could also be 8 and 0, but since the 100th digit is smaller than the 10th, this combination would mean that 0 is in the 100th digit, which would make this a 2-digit number, and we're looking for a 3-digit number. Alright, so we can confirm that X is 1 and Y is 9. If Y is 9, then Z must be 4. Therefore, our 3-digit number must be 194.
Wow!
That was too easy, right? Well, then buckle up, because we've got some serious math coming right up. Given these 3 math relationships, can you solve for the unknowns? Let's see, I'm gonna start with the first equation. It already tells me what a mango is in terms of the watermelon. So I'm just gonna take that information and plug it in for the mango in the second equation. That will give 6 minus 2 watermelons equals a cherry. Now I know what a cherry is in terms of watermelon. So I can take that information and plug that in for the cherry from the third equation. We have successfully isolated the watermelon and can now easily solve for it using the third equation. Let's multiply both sides of the equation by the watermelon, which will get rid of the watermelon in the denominator, leaving us with 6 minus 2 watermelons equals negative 4 watermelons. Shift things around, do some quick math, and we come to the conclusion that a watermelon is equivalent to negative 3. Nice! Now that we know what the watermelon is, we can solve for both the mango and the cherry. The mango is essentially 6 minus -3. Two negatives make a positive, which turns the equation into 6 plus 3 equals mango. So the mango is equal to 9. Finally, the cherry. 6 minus 2 times -3. 2 times -3 is -6. Again, two negatives become a positive, yielding 6 plus 6, which is 12. So the cherry is equal to 12. Feel free to pause the video and plug those three numbers back into the equations. They should all work out beautifully. Now this one. This one is for true math aficionados. A to the negative power of 1 times A. Can you solve for A? This is probably the hardest question yet, especially if you don't quite remember the rules for negative exponents. Let me refresh your memory. Anytime you have a number to the negative exponent, it is equivalent to the reciprocal of said number raised to the positive opposite of the power. A positive exponent defines how many times we have to multiply the base number, whereas a negative exponent defines how many times we have to divide the base number. In other words, the negative exponent describes how many times we have to multiply the reciprocal of the base. Let me show you. Say we have x to the power of -n. This can also be written as 1 divided by x to the power of n. 1 over x is the multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of x, and the exponent n turns from negative to positive. Keep in mind that we are technically raising 1 to the power of n too, but 1 to any power remains 1 anyway. So knowing this, we can rewrite a to the negative power of 1 as 1 over a to the power of 1. That's essentially 1 over a, and when multiplied by a, we can cancel out the a's, giving us the answer of 1. Now the question was to solve for a, and given what we found out, we can deduce that a can be any number except for 0 because you cannot divide by 0. Alright, let's give our brains a little break from all that math. I've got a fun riddle for you here. Listen to this. I can fly without wings, I can cry without eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me. What am I? I'm a cloud. Let's see, a cloud quote-unquote flies without wings. When it rains, that's kind of like it's crying. And wherever it goes, darkness follows because of the shadow it casts. I thought this was a clever one. What did you think of it? Now we're going to tap into a different area of your brain as this activity requires logic and reasoning. Take a look at the picture. Can you figure out what comes next after image 4 from the choices given? The answer is A. If you're confused, let me show you step by step. So we've got image number 1. What happened was we took that image, rotated it 45 degrees to the left, and then flipped it horizontally. You do that with each subsequent image, and indeed, if you take image number 4, rotate it 45 degrees to the left, and flip it horizontally, you'll end up with the image in answer A.
Wow!
Since we began our video with a matchstick puzzle, it's only fitting to end it with one too. You remember what to do, right? Move only one matchstick to fix this equation. So go ahead, put your brain to work. Are you ready for the answer? Here it goes. Move the lower left vertical matchstick from the 6 and shift it up to make it a 9. Now you've got 13 plus 19, which will give you 32. Pretty cool, right? That's another round of brain teasers solved. If you want to test your wits even further, check out our other brain teaser videos. I hope you learned something new, I hope you had fun, and I hope you always stay brainy. See you next time!